Welcome back, everybody, to IronFury Plays More Pokemon Glazed. And last time, we went through the lighthouse, but this time, we're going to try and find Blake. But first, let's look at the team. Of course, we have Ace, the Monferno, our starter, with Mach Punch, Flame Wheel, Ember, and Taunt. Next, we have Swamp Thing, the water Pokemon and the water ground. It's got Naive Nature. It's got a good attack stat. Takedown, Growl, Mudshot, and Water Gun. And finally, we have Midnight, the Zoroark, who, yeah. It's got good special attack, alright attack, it's a good mixed attacker, it's got Transform, Feint Attack, Fake Tears, and Fury Swipes. And of course, we still have Cut the HM Slave. Now, let's go and find Blake. Turns out that this entire time, he was, in fact, on the port. Oh good, you made it, Dave. It'll be a tough journey ahead. Are you ready to sail? You are very brave, Dave. Let's go. Huh? What's happening? Look out, Dave! The storm is too big! Crash! Dave, are you hurt? I didn't mean for this to happen, but this storm is fierce. Damn it, this boat's in pretty bad shape. Team fusion must be stopped. We need our own means to leave this island. I'll see to what I can do to repair our boat. Will you go after Team Fusion? Yeah. You have the spirit, Dave, that's for sure. Good luck. I'm gonna end up changing his voice every time, because I keep forgetting the voice. Oh, we have a convenient Pokemon Center and wild Pokemon. What the hell can we run into? Wingull. No. No. Poof be gone. Deuces, my friend. Deuces. Anyway, we are now in the Haunted Rock. I don't have Flash. Oh, here we go. Go home, kid! Team Fusion, this is our big bad team, as you recall. Team Fusion Grunt would like to battle, and they got Tyrogue, and that was a male sprite in the overworld. Huh. Okay. Well, I know this, they got all fighting types, so Midnight is not the Pokemon I want out to fight these things. But you got a Tyrogue, and I just mollywopped the last one with a Mach Punch, so this should not be a problem, especially since I am level 30. Giggity goddamn. You dare defy Team Fusion? Yes, yes I do. I do. Okay, well, there's wild Pokemon in here. What the hell we got? Ghastly. I am not surprised by that. And in fact, fun note, there are quote-unquote trade stones in this game. These are basically stones that allow you to have trade evolutions. Despite that, I am still not looking to use Ghastly. It's just not in the cards. Hitmonlee. Okay, that's... I mean, if it weren't for the fact that it's level 18 and I'm already level 30, this would be a threat. One thing that actually kind of bothers me about this is it's basically Heart... yeah, Heart. Well, I mean, technically true. It's basically Gold and Silver Syndrome where I had to level up to level 30 to take on the gyms, but then I have to deal with the bad guys, and they're way under-leveled. And that's kind of lame. But it is what it is, you know. Yes, I dare to fight Team Fusion. Stupid. Out of my way. Ooh. Moonstone. Good to know. Good to know. What are we doing? I'm not the kind of person to just tell you. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to tell me anything. I'll just beat your face in. You have a Timber. That's actually kind of respectable. Although I fought a Conkeldurr earlier, so I mean, not as intimidating. You did live a Flame Wheel, and you got Bite. Oh, this is easy. Poof. Be gone. Silence. You got a Machop. Another respectable Pokemon. Machop is actually kind of good. Never used a Machop in a single-player run, but I have used Machamp in competitive, and it is a decent Pokemon. But you have to go. In fact, not only do you have to go, you gots to go. So, goodbye, and another Timber. Ooh. Level 19, though. I mean, it's not really respectable, but I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. Get the steppin'. Hey, Squirtle level 31. Really? They all say you dare defy Team Fusion? That's fucking lame. Anything over here? I've been ordered to keep a lookout for trouble like you. Oh, you're a woman. I wouldn't know since, your overworld sprite is clearly male, but you know. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not at all. You know, this is 2016. It is the current year. And that's a perfectly valid thing, you know? I'm also killing Shroomish, which... I mean, again, Shroomish is a good Pokemon, but I got Ace. Anyway, let's keep moving on. Ooh, what the hell is this? The Lantern! What the hell is... Hello! This is actually quite nice! No need for Flash! I like that! That's something the actual game should implement. Now, are there items for other HMs so that I don't need to put in HM moves anywhere else? We haven't seen any so far. So I'm assuming that Flash might be the only one. Okay, so you never actually have to use the Lantern. It just goes on by itself. It just happened to fuck up there. We got some outdoors. I'm assuming it's going to be more Wingles, or is it going to be Ghastlies too? Yeah, it's Ghastlies too. I mean, if I didn't have... Here's the thing, okay? Gengar is really good, but I feel like Gengar is the kind of Pokemon that everybody likes to see all the time, and I really don't want to do that. Hey, Hiker heals us. That's actually really useful. It's the same reason I didn't pick any of the pseudo-legendaries when we had the chance. And don't get me wrong, you don't see those necessarily all the time either, but at the same time, some of them you kind of do. It's just like, it's the Pokemon everybody knows are really good. And I kind of like being original. Like, how often do you ever see a Zoroark used in any Pokemon LP? Not all that often. Now, starters are a different story. You do see starters all the time, but at the same time, they're starters. How often do you get a chance to use, you know, more than one? So, I will make the exception for starters. Speaking of which, you have a Combuskin. That's very respectable. Now, unless you have Speed Boost, I'm not all too interested. And Midnight, I don't think you're really going to do much. Fury Swipes might... Well, I mean, as long as it hit more than 2 times, it probably would have been something, but this is going to hurt. Or it's not. You're going to eat it the fuck up. I mean, I just want you to get the experience. This is stupid any other time, but... You took out that Combuskin pretty okay, though. And you have a Monferno. Let's test our luck. Why not? You have Mach Punch. Of course you would have Mach Punch. I have Mach Punch. But at the same time, this is still bad news. Although, you are putting in some... Look at that. Nicely done, Midnight. Not gonna get all... Well, you get an okay experience, but... I'm not going to bother using an item when there's a hiker right here who's willing to heal me. That's just stupid. Anyway, let's go back in. Misdreavus is actually not a terrible Pokemon, and the evolution for it is in this game. But, again, meh. It's a weird Pokemon. Basically, it's a stone Pokemon, so once it evolves, that's it for learning any moves. But it's kind of like a crappier Gengar. Giving up is always the easiest. Man, you'd make a really good guidance counselor. Like, top of the line. Oh, you have a Breloom. That is actually very respectable. This is what Shroomish evolves into, and Breloom is a really good Pokemon. For those of you who are aware or unaware, Smogon, which runs Pokemon Showdown, they have their own set of tiers, and OU is considered like the main tier outside of like the super powerful legendaries and Ubers. And Breloom is actually on the OU tier. That's how good it is. Currently, it has an ability called Technician, which was not around during Gen 3, so I don't think that ability is in this game. But Technician is an ability that essentially doubles the power of moves that are lower base power than 60. So Breloom can get Mach Punch, which is basically like the fighting type version of Quick Attack. That would be doubled from base 40 power to base 80 power. So you can see why that's really good. So you basically turn it from a fighting type Quick Attack to a fighting type Extreme Speed. And of course, Breloom also gets access to Spore, which is always a good thing. So yeah, it's a really good Pokemon. And I just killed it. Yay me. Again, with the Hiker outside, there's no reason for me to use items. Although I should be using Repels. I probably didn't buy any. It's been a while since I recorded this image, this footage, folks. So, you do have to bear with me a little bit. As you guys know, I do post commentary. That pretty much is what it is. But thankfully, the Hiker is, right there. It's like this game is telling me, please, catch Ghastly. It's good. But I don't want to. Now, Fairy types are in this game, so having Poison Stab would be really good. But at the same time, Ghost Stab, in my opinion, is... It's basically on par with Dark-type Stab. They essentially both kill the same thing. And if you ask me defensively which is more important, to have immunity to normal types or to psychic types, I think Dark is the superior one. Although Ghost is immune to fighting, so I mean, it's a give or take. I guess in this instance it would be really good to have because, Team Fusion is full of fighting types. But, again, you don't see Zoroark used all that much, so I'd rather have Midnight. And I feel like with a Dark type, having a Ghost type would be kind of redundant. It's one of the few reasons why I don't, for the West Haven Weezings, I have a Murkrow and Doublade. Doublade being a Ghost type, Murkrow being a Dark type. It's one of the reasons I rarely ever have them on the same team, unless there's a reason for it, like if I know my opponent is going to have something where that would be effective to run. But I try to not, because offensively, again, it's the same thing. Use Takedown. I mean, in reality, I should be using Takedown because, Swamp Thing's physical attack is much better than its special attack, so... Right now, Takedown is probably the strongest move. But, at the same time, the lowered accuracy is nice, and, I mean, it's still stab at the end of the day. If this Hitmonchan had Iron Fist, it would be a little more intimidating. But Iron Fist is a Gen 4 ability, And yeah, the Hitmonchan is not all that intimidating. I mean, Swamp Thing is immune to electric type anyway, thanks to its ground typing. But if I was running a pure water type or a non-ground water type, and it had Thunder Punch with Iron Fist, that'd be bad news. Hitmontop is actually a good Pokemon. It's bulky. It can run Rapid Spin, which is good for competitive. And it makes a great user of counter because it's so bulky. Look at that. It eats up. It eats up Water Gun. Now, I know Swamp Thing's special attack is shit, but at the same time, there is a good chance this thing has counter on it. And so, I'm trying to avoid counter, essentially. Okay, now, Swamp Thing, I'm going to put you in the front because you could use the experience now. And now that we're a little further ahead, I think it's okay to start using Super Potions. I mean, I don't want to run all the way back now at this point just to talk to a hiker. I was told to fight you. I was told to fight you. I was told you guys are bad, and judging by everything, you're probably not like... Oh, God, you have a Breloom. That's bad news. Come on out, Ace. Please. Introduce yourself to this Breloom. You're the Fire Fist. Yeah, Marshtomp would have been dead. Swamp Thing would have not liked that at all. Hi, Breloom. I hope you like Ember. Of course you have Stun Spore. Why wouldn't you have Stun Spore? I'm still going to Mach Punch you. You don't resist fighting. Bye-bye. You guys are also not giving me shit for money. I keep running into Pokemon. Why am I not using repels? Past me is an idiot. You're one of the top grunts here? I bodied everyone else along the way, so I mean... Not saying much. You have a girder. I mean... That's not terrible. Eviolite girder is kind of a thing. I mean, it's not a great thing, but it is a thing, nonetheless. It's kind of like Eviolite Macho. Yeah, Macho. Although, there is no Eviolite in this game, so... You really don't have any appeal then. Just saying. Oh, hey, another hiker. Yes, please, heal me up. Bayonet! Wait, why isn't Shuppet here? I mean, it's a ghost type, so it makes sense that that would be here, but it's fully evolved. Why would you not have Shuppet here? That makes no goddamn sense. You have Ghastly, okay? First stage, you know, just like we're seeing here. You have Miss Drevis, again, first stage. But then you have Bayonet. I mean, whatever floats your boat, game. I'm not necessarily against using a fully evolved Pokemon. But we have Dragon Claw. If I had one of those dragons from earlier, that would have been useful. But I don't. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Expected someone else? You came all this way expecting a battle with Team Fusion? But all that's here is me. I just love seeing your dreams crushed. Come on, let's battle so I can see you lose. This Pikachu, I have whooped your ass all game long, and I have a ground type. Swamp Thing, please, mollywop this goddamn Pikachu. You're level 24. Get the steppin'. And by the way, I tested trying to catch this thing off screen, and, yeah, you can't. Hey, I lost again. This loss will make me more determined to beat you next time. However, I still wish to see you lose. Take care. But yeah, you cannot catch this Pikachu. If you manage to catch it, like, if you were to hack Master Balls into the game, it would break the game. You're not supposed to catch this thing. Anyway, he says that there was an illusion with the Zoroarks that was blocking the path. Now we can break the illusion. So, anyway, next time we're going to continue exploring this cave. Until then, take care.